So when you subtract fractions, again, if you've got the same denominator, you just keep that denominator and then subtract 5, subtract 3, and get 2. And then once you get your answer, if it will reduce, then you reduce it. In this case, reduce by 2 and get 1/7. When we're working with rational expressions and when we're subtracting, we're going to put a parentheses around the numerator that's being subtracted. Then we're going to distribute the negative inside the parentheses. We're going to combine like terms in the numerator, and then after we combine them, we're ready to simplify. So here's an example. 7x minus 7 is our denominator, and so we're going to keep that denominator. However, we're going to put a parentheses around the numerator that's being subtracted. And when I write this down, I'm going to write this down, 3x minus 4. I'm going to have minus x and a minus a negative 2, which gives me a plus 2. So I'll put those in purple, kind of stand out, that you want to think about those signs there. So you are subtracting the both terms inside those parentheses. So then once I do that, now I combine terms. So I have 3x minus x, which is 2x, and a negative 4 and a positive 2, which is negative 2, over 7x minus 7. Once I finish adding, I'm ready to simplify, so I'm going to factor if possible. So both of these factor, and they both end up with a factor of x minus 1, and my final result is 2/7. Example B. Again, I have m squared minus m for my denominator, so I'm going to combine them. I have the minus, so I'm going to put my parentheses here, and when I write this down, I'm going to put m squared plus 5. I have a minus 3m distributing through, and a minus 5. So again, you want to watch out for the signs. So then once I do that, I combine. M squared doesn't have anything that is like it, so m squared. I have a minus 3m, so I'm going to put them in order, descending order, and then I have a positive 5 and a negative 5, which is 0. So m squared minus 3m over m squared minus m. All right, so once I add, I'm ready to simplify. So I'm going to take an m out of the numerator, and I'm left with m minus 3, and an m out of the denominator, and I'm left with m minus 1. So my m's cancel, and the final result is m minus 3 over m minus 1. Example C. I have 3c plus 12 as my common denominator. Again, I'm subtracting, so I want to subtract the entire numerator. So I have 5c minus 12 minus 2c minus 9. So I'm going to put this here again in purple. All right, so then combine like terms. 5c minus 2c, that's 3c. A negative 12 and a negative 9 is a negative 21 over 3c plus 12. Now, after adding, I want to reduce, so that's 3 times c minus 7 over 3 times c plus 4. My 3's cancel, and my final answer is c minus 7 over c plus 4. And one last example over here. This time my denominator is a squared minus a minus 6. Again, I have that subtraction, so I'm going to distribute through. So I'll have a plus 13 minus 5a minus 1. Combining terms up here, I have a negative 4a, and 13 minus 12, 13 minus 1 is going to be plus 12. And then over a squared minus a minus 6. Ready to factor, and again, with a leading negative, I'm going to factor out a negative. So a negative 4, that's going to leave me with a minus 3. So negative until positive is going to give me that negative. And then factoring my trinomial AC method, that's going to be a minus 3, a plus 2. That factors. My a minus 3's cancel, and I'm left with negative 4 divided by a plus 2.